And taking you live now to the Prime Minister Scott Morrison speaking in Perth.
After part of his ISO, I know plenty about that, having gone through it probably more than any other Prime Minister almost anywhere around the world, and we were just chatting about that. But it's great to be here with our ministers as well, and Michaelia Cash as well, who's the most senior member of our government here in Western Australia, and Ben Morton. What we're acknowledging here today is what I think has been a very practical, strong partnership to deliver for Western Australia. The Premier and I have both got significant responsibilities when it comes to delivering for the people of Western Australia. And it's always been our approach to just focus on the things that need to get done. And the city deal, and together with the projects we're talking about here, with the bridge project here on the Swan River, these are projects that we're committed to, and we're so committed to them that when we hit challenges with these projects, and particularly when we're dealing with rising costs caused by the pandemic and other issues, then we stick to our commitments to deliver on these projects. And today we're committing further funds as part of both the city deal and for the Swan River Bridge here today to ensure that these projects get done and they get delivered. I mean, these are transformational projects. The city deal with the Western Australian State Government is just a $1.7 billion deal between our governments to deliver and have transforming projects for the city of Perth. Perth is a world-class city, and what this does is further add to Perth as a world-class city, providing amenity, connecting different parts of the city in a really exciting way. The cultural precincts, the recognition of Indigenous culture, which is such an important part of the life of this city, and it's told, I think, so beautifully with the design of the Swan River Bridge. So it's about delivering through effective partnerships. And whether it's been working together through COVID, whether it's been working together through many infrastructure projects, working to ensure that particularly the resources industry here in Western Australia, which we both share a great passion for, gets the support it needs. And I particularly want to thank the Premier for his work, working together with us on trying to crash through a lot of the regulation reform that is necessary. And we've greatly appreciated that support from the Western Australian Premier and the Western Australian Government. We both know that to get big investment in big projects, you've got to clear away that regulation at both the state and federal level. And there's been no state government in the country where we've had a more productive partnership in trying to deal with the regulation that can stymie investment. And so we are complete fellow travellers when it comes to ensuring we have those projects. And whether it's out at Henderson, where we announced the $4.3 billion for investment in that project, which is going to transform the shipbuilding capability of Western Australia, and indeed the announcements we made yesterday about critical minerals. I mean, critical minerals here in the West and rare earths, that sits at the heart of our critical minerals and rare earth strategy. And I know the Western Australian Government strongly supports those initiatives, and in the same way they're leading when it comes to the development of our resources sector here in Western Australia. So today is about our partnership. Our day is about celebrating our partnerships that are delivering for the people of Western Australia. But one other thing we're both passionate about is jobs. And these projects deliver jobs. And we've just had the news this morning that the unemployment rate has fallen to 4% nationally. There are around 325,000 more jobs now than there were before the pandemic. The unemployment rate at 4% is the lowest rate that we've seen in almost 50 years. I was 5 years old when we last had an unemployment rate this low. And I think that says something. And we've got the women's unemployment rate down below 4%. That's the lowest level since 1973. And the participation rate continues to be at record levels for women. We've got more people in work today of working age than at any other time of records for jobs in this country. So we are creating jobs, and one of the ways we're doing that is the partnerships that we have with our state governments, delivering important infrastructure and delivering on the deals that we make. We honour our deals together, the Premier and I, and we're honouring this deal by following through, by giving it the resources it's needed to get the job done.